So now I have cut these two strips that I've marked. Now what I'll do is, to sew, I have to trim off these edges. These are like triangular edges, so I have to trim them off like this. You'll do the same thing with all strips. Now, how will you sew it? This is the pretty side of the fabric, and this is the right side of the fabric. You will put it on each other, right sides facing together, right on each other, in such a way that it should make a 90-degree angle over here. Okay, so it's making a 90-degree angle, and then you have to sew it. Now, how will you sew it? You will sew it in a way that it becomes a continuous strip. See, it's starting from here, so you will not sew from here to here. You have to sew it diagonally, but you will not sew from this point to this point. This is the mistake that all beginners make. So what you have to do is you have to sew from this edge all the way down to this edge. If you get confused, then make sure that when you open, it should be one continuous bias strip. So that is why you have to sew from the bias strip, where the bias strip is, from that point to the other point, not at the point where it is ending. Once you sew it, and don't forget to lock it, you have to start right from this corner and end on this corner. Once you will sew it together, let's just assume that I've sewed it. Once you'll sew it together, when you'll open it, it should be one continuous strip. Obviously I haven't stitched it, that's why there is a gap, but when you'll stitch it to this corner, there won't be any gap. See, if I stitch it to this corner, it will be one continuous strip without any gap. And then once you stitch it, then you can trim this triangle off. Just keep a little over here, like just 1 centimeter or ½ centimeter over here, and then trim this thing off. Like once you sew it, you can trim this thing off, like so. Okay, and then this way it will become one continuous strip. So I have used printed fabric so that you get a clear idea that right sides has to be facing together when you put it at a 90-degree angle, like this. And this way you'll have a continuous bias strip.